Alrighty, something just arrived in the mail, and another item from Tomshoo. I've ordered quite a bit of stuff from Tomshoo in the past, everything from dry bags to electronics, all kinds of stuff, and the quality from Tomshoo seems to be quite good. I'm really impressed with their products so far. So anyway, this latest addition to my pile of stuff I don't need, as my wife says, is an exercise band set. So I used to work out, I used to lift weights, and I got kind of tired of it. I quit, and it just took up too much room in the basement, so I thought, you know what, this set looks pretty awesome, I'm going to give it a try. So it comes with a bunch of stuff. Let me organize it here for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different stretchy bands. In addition to the 5 bands there are another, I believe, 4 bands here. And they're all color-coded, corresponding colors. They don't have a yellow one in this, obviously. But black tends to be your strongest, they call it X heavy, so extra heavy. And that's fairly heavy. Blue will be your next one, I believe. That's the next heavy, sure. I don't know if green, what do we got? Green is medium, and that's getting less resistance. And then your light band, and this is absolutely useful for a lot of different things. I know I've used these in physiotherapy before when I required some physio. Some features of this set that I really like, a couple of things. The clasps or the karabiners here are heavy duty. So when you're using black, it's quite a bit of weight, like you're pulling quite a bit on there, and to have a flimsy little clip here would be not ideal. So these are quite good. They have a little clasp that hooks in there. The other thing, and probably the best feature of this, is each of these lists the amount of weight or resistance that it will provide. So you can see the variation in weight resistance. That's pretty awesome. So you can grab 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 25 pounds, etc. In addition to that, you can add 2 together. So of course there's 15, there's 25, there's 35, and so on. So they have some decent handles here that come with this set. That's a good size handle for me. I have fairly big mitts, and this feels great in my hand. It's a good size. I'll have to have my wife check this out and see what she feels about it. See if she liked it. You know, they've got their little logo on there. It's quality stuff. The D-ring is not a split ring. It's welded in the middle, which is great, and it's a continuous D-loop. It doesn't get sewn in the back. It's sewn together here. It's triple stitched plus a backup stitch there. So you're going to see that starting to deteriorate or whatever if it does, but you can see that it's folded over. So it would have to do a lot of deterioration to actually come loose. Top quality there. I'm really impressed with that. Included with this are 2 handles. They are identical except one doesn't have the Tomshoo logo on it, it looks like. They both have the same D-ring, they're both the same size. So you've got the 2 handles for that, which is great. It comes with a door stop. This just goes into the door frame. It's best that if your door closes this way, that you put it in this way, so it's pulling the door closed as you increase the pressure on it. You could put it in the other way, but you're trying to open the door. If you're trying to open the door as you're pulling on this, it's not as ideal. This has a little neoprene patch there. I'm not sure why that's there. I would like to think that you would thread this through here, and then of course attach the 2 ends to your handle, or whatever you're doing. Here's an ankle, presumably an ankle strap. Again, triple stitched plus a backup stitch, so this looks fairly solid. They've used, looks like 6mm neoprene around there with a decent quality hook and loop system, or Velcro as we like to call it. They've included 2 of those, which is good. So 2 handles, 2 ankle things, door stop. What would be nice to see in this set, and I've seen in other sets, is a straight bar of some kind. Not that you can't get away with doing stuff like this, but I really do like a straight bar. You could adapt your own, I suppose, and hook these onto it in some fashion. Wouldn't be that hard, and maybe I'll do that. But that would have been great to see in this set. Another thing that I've noticed from latex or rubber products that come out of China, or tend to come out of China, is the cheaper products that are not as high quality, really have a disgusting odor to them. They have that cheap plastic odor, and this set does not at all. There is no smell to either the bands. There's a smell test, and no smell. I mean, it does smell like rubber, but it is rubber. There's no offensive, cheap plastic smell to this set. Whether that's a big deal to you or not, I don't know, but for me, that was a big thing. It comes with a pretty good product manual. There's actually a couple of different booklets that they feature in here. So the first one, flat band loops. So that's all of these four. So they basically what they do is they provide you with some kind of a place to get started if you're new to exercise or not sure where to get going. And this is me with this stuff. I really wouldn't know, how to use this stuff. So here is the basic layout. So they give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 exercises there. Oh, 7, 8. So there's 8 exercises. They talk a little bit about, it's fairly well written. Some preservation of your product, keep it warm and dry in a cool place. I have similar products like this. I've used baby powder to keep them powdered, and that definitely extends the life, like your swim caps and stuff like that, I've noticed. So they're saying here useful life is normally personal useful life would be 6 months, commercial is about 3 months. So that's the lifespan of these guys, 3 to 6 months, depending on how much you're using them. Maximum extension, they're saying 6 to 8 times longer. Normally 3 times longer than its original is good for normal use. So 3 times that's quite a bit of resistance there. And it's a fairly steady resistance all the way out. As I extend it all the way out, it doesn't increase significantly as you get out to the outer limits there. It does have a place that's about 3 times longer. It does have a place where it definitely gets harder. Of course, workout instructions, they have a little bit of a CYA thing going here. Do not wrap bands around any part of your body. Consult your physician before beginning any regular exercise, etc., etc. So then the other part of this is they've included with the resistance band set, which would be these guys, including the hardware and the door stop, I suppose, excluding this. An instruction set. They outline the 5 types, or the 5 different levels of resistance, and they include 12 different exercises, which are fairly standard exercises, I think, for kind of an over a general body workout. They've shown it here in the doorway as putting it through from the opening side. I kind of disagree with that. I think it should go the other way. If you look at the picture and think about it, if it came through from the closing side, then as you pull resistance on it, it's certainly going to want to close the door more, and you're going to have a better latch there. If the latch came loose and you're pulling from this side, it would release and come down and smack you in the face probably. So they list chest press, triceps, bicep curl, forearms, tricep extension, trapezius muscle, that's just a shoulder shrug, stomach curl, stomach wrist, stretching, and then deltoid muscles, hips, and arms. So they've got a bunch of workout exercises you can do there. I'm going to get on this. I think it looks like a lot of fun, and I'll see how it goes. I'll certainly update the review and let you know what I think of it after I've used it for a couple of weeks. For the price, it's fantastic. I think it was 43 bucks Canadian, and you get all of this with a carrying bag and everything. And the other set that my father bought was at least a couple $100 for something very similar. I think it's very reasonable for the price. It's an excellent set. It all fits into one little bag for travel, and you're off to the races. This set gets 2 thumbs up for me. I'm going to be using it quite a bit, and we'll see how it goes.